What's up everyone, it's Emily and welcome back to my channel. I am so sorry about not uploading on Monday, and then Tuesday also kind of got away from me, so I couldn't even upload on Tuesday, and now it's Wednesday, so my Wednesday video is just going to be my weekly update video, and I'm so sorry. Things have just been a little bit crazy and overwhelming, and I was just very tired. There's just lots happening, so happy Wednesday. It's the last day of November, which means it is the last day of NaNoWriMo, which is so exciting. I hope that if you decided to partake this month that you had a great time writing your story and getting your creativity, imagination, thoughts down on the page. Whether you wrote 10 words or 10,000, you are amazing. This year was actually my first year fully participating in NaNoWriMo the correct way, and I did actually end up beating it at, I think as of right now I have about 51,000 words, and I will be doing sprints today as well, so hopefully I can get that up to I think it's gonna sit around 55,000 for the first draft, and then we'll see kind of what needs to be added in from there. My goal would be to get it between 60 and 70,000, but I think it just kind of depends on if I need to add some more subplot or other things in the mix, but I'm not exactly sure where that all sits as of right now. This week I am reading Meditations with Anya for our buddy read. We are over halfway done with it. I think I'm about 70% or 80% of the way through, and I'm really enjoying it. It's quite interesting, the philosophy of it. It was very different than I expected, and it was, I don't want to say simple, but it was very similar to the way that I grew up and a lot of the values that my mom bestowed on me, and so it all seems very familiar. I feel like I'm able to maybe understand and implement it into my day-to-day life, although some of it I feel like is a little bit of an oversimplification. Marcus Aurelius talks a lot about, not letting other people have an effect on you necessarily. If they're being cruel to you, that says more about them than it says on you, and that you should just not care about what those people think or say. And that is definitely easier said than done. I do not necessarily disagree with that philosophy or that feeling of that situation, but for me, that is almost impossible to do. I feel like I'm a very empathetic person, and that when people are cruel to me, I feel that very much with my entire body and soul. It is hurtful, but that's okay. But it's been a really great book, and I've been really enjoying it, and Anya has shared some amazing thoughts with me, so that has been a lot of fun. I'm also almost done with Braiding Sweetgrass. I have been talking about this book for weeks now, and I think I'm also about 80 or 90% of the way through it. It's just taking me a while to get through because I really want to sit with it, and I want to spend time with this book and the teachings that Robin is talking about in it, because it feels like someone is opening up their home to me, and I feel like if I rush through this book and the stories that she's saying to me, that I'm not really fully immersed in what she's truly trying to say. That doesn't make any sense, but it makes sense to me. But yeah, so I'm almost done with that one. I'm hoping to finish that before the beginning of next week. I did end up finishing the Southern Book Club Guide to Slaying Vampires, that book. It was interesting. I think I ended up giving it 4 stars. It probably sits around 3.5 more for me. There were a lot of things I really liked about it, and then at the end, it got a little bit crazy to the point where I was reading in public and I thought I was gonna be sick. In terms of horror and horrific elements and the idea of creating this atmosphere of fear, I thought that they did a really good job exploring that, but there's definitely some heavy trigger warnings needed, depending on things that you find maybe a little bit too grotesque or triggering. And then I'm also reading Kiss Her Once for Me, which I am listening to on audiobook, which I am absolutely loving. I'm obsessed with this book right now. It is the one holiday book that I found that really piqued my interest immediately, and I've never had a main character who was also demi-bi, and that was really cool. Also, I just think it is such a fun book, and it is chaos and so sweet, and I'm definitely going to do a full review on this one, so stay tuned for that. As I said on my previous live, I am going to continue to do sprints probably at least once a week as the year continues. I don't want to stop writing, and I don't want to stop sprinting. People have found them very helpful, and I have also found them very helpful, so I want to continue that. I don't know exactly what day of the week is going to be my consistent day. I don't mind Thursdays, but I don't know if that works for a lot of people. So I'm going to try and see if there's another day that maybe works for more people who want to participate. As I finished the first draft of my NaNoWriMo book, which I think will be in the next week or so, I'm gonna actually go back to my first book that I've been working on and editing, and hopefully go back and write more of that, because I'm in this kind of rewrite stage where I basically am taking my first draft And instead of editing chapters that I already have, I'm rewriting it because I've actually changed a lot of things in my book with like the character dynamics and the world building and just the way that everything all works. It's all kind of just changed. It's a lot of work, but so far it's been really fulfilling creatively for me. And then I'm making Christmas presents and listening to audiobooks, and that's basically just been my life right now. Next week, I'm hoping to start at least one new book, like a new wintry-esque book. So maybe the sequel to The Bear and the Nightingale or something else. I don't really know. Something. And then I'm also hoping to do another short story soon with the tarot cards. People seem to really enjoy that one, and I want to continue the series because I had a great time with it as well. That is all I have to share with you today. If you want to go ahead and tell me how your week has been and what's up with you, what's new with you, I'd love to hear from all of you in the comments. I hope everyone's staying warm. We're heading into December, so things are getting colder and colder and colder. Thank you so much for watching as always. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I cannot wait to see you in the next one.